welcome to the Tangled Puppet. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. Let's clear out the energy. How are you doing today? I hope you had a good day. Alright, so let's get our prayers started. Archangel Michael, the ancestors, most importantly, the ancestors and Archangel Michael and all of the highest, widest order, we ask that you ascend down into this present moment, giving us guidance and clearance for this message to help those heal, grow, and evolve. And today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to help those who this message pertains to clear out some karma of their past lives so they can heal, grow, and evolve. In your holy name we pray, as above, so below. Okay, so, hey. So this is an ancestor message, and it is a past life message as well. And it's going to come with some healing clues. But it's about a past life spouse, some unrequited love situation with persecution, definitely a love life. But it's surrounded by the birth of these vows when the marriage was taken. There was a lot of confusion in this creation. So, let's see. But the most important part of this message is, though, you have miraculous healing coming from Isis. And it's so that you can face forward. Finding a way to move forward is part of the healing from the trauma. And we're going to help you move forward today by helping you heal this trauma from this past life. I'm going to go on ahead. But anyways, this come in with an unconventional relationship. It was something about this challenging non-conformity type of energy that you were dealing with. And you jumped in directly, quickly, very strongly, one who gets what he or she wants, right? And this is past life energy that's carried forward today into some type of karmatic situation. And I channeled out some information before I got started that I had written down, and it says past life energy, karmatic relationships arise again. It's not healed from deep within. And because of this, it's taken as a reflection of sin from our Creator, who has already carried you out of this situation, this crisis before. He has opened the door and help let you move forward before. So, in order to heal it from deep within, we need to heal it on all times, planes, and existing energy within your soul, because it's stuck in there. It's being, like, it's causing trauma inside of there that keeps energy coming back. Energy of unrequited love. But you're moving forward, rejoining the world. You're healing. It's your wishes coming true, because you've been in this conflict, this battle, this argument, even inside thy own self, because your soul's like, I've been through this before, but your heart's like, let's open the door. You're like, I don't know which way to go. And because of that, it's struck up this territorial energy in you. It's also defensive. And that's not helpful for you. So, let's see. like I said, this has to do with a spouse in the past life. And maybe in this life, maybe you carried those vows forward with that soul from one life to this life. But dealing with the spouse, you really had to stay true and be in your own power, because I have a feeling that when it comes to this belly of Skepment, that you really had to go through some things. You had to probably cry it out. You probably went through some depression, some real mental health issues that you probably dealt with alone. It was a violent assault, probably. It was abuse, but you were really finding it hard to not become powerless. You really felt trapped with the devil energy, with this hanged man. It was you needing to release and realize that you weren't lacking anything or waiting on anything. It was a lesson to be learned inside of this situation. And that lesson was that you needed to refuse some offers, maybe that vow. But you were like a sponge, and you were absorbing things, energies. You really started focusing on the negativity in your life. Maybe you were bringing it into your life. You had to go deep within. You needed a deep soul healing. It was major choices. It was being put to the test. It was what you thought was supposed to be a perfect union that probably started out with lots of desire, a sexual connection, and shared values. But you had to go deep within and retrieve your soul, heal your soul. It was these childhood past memories. It was all of these energies that were coming up against you. It was things from childhood. It was past life energy. It was this life energy. And all of this coming together was really starting to make you have to stand your ground. Maybe especially so that you could become independent and loyal and have optimism in your life. So you can move to calmer waters. It was moving forward, overcoming hardships and of heartache, of pain, of betrayal. You started realizing all you needed was love. You had to rewrite all of the scary stories that you told yourself. You had to create a new vision of your intimate beauty and love, what you are. You had to start to love yourself again. That was the only way you were going to deeply heal your soul. You really felt broken. Mark your sacred shield. Make your sacred shield from stars and the phases of the moon, and define your intent. Be yourself, a beautiful new dream created by the night flights, and call in your beloved, your soulmate. Your ceremonial feathers are your wings, and your elk horns are your antennas to the ancestors who love you. Your life is a sacred bundle made up of love and your dreams. You become what you think and dream. If you love all that is, you become the great mystery in all things. If you tell yourself a scary story, the world becomes your cinema, a clouded from view. Rewrite what you tell yourself as a powerful new vision for sleep at night. Release the dove of peace and let her take your fears out of sight. With new intentions, tie your sacred thoughts to the headdress of your imagined success. You have love so that you may have roses in the winter. Have you ever experienced seeing roses in the winter? There was 2 different times in my life I experienced seeing roses in the wintertime. And those 2 times, I can guarantee you, were of love. They were of a situation that love was really involved in and still in to this day. And I love roses and flowers, and I have been all over the world and still yet only seen those 2 roses actually bloom in the wintertime. You could be a Queen of Wands, or you could have been dealing with a Queen of Wands or a King of Wands. Both of those popped out on the spouse side. So that was definitely somebody who felt like they were a kindred spirit to you. Somebody who was, you really liked, a helpful friend. Somebody that you thought had the same values in your family and home life. But this turned into an unrequited love. It was one-sided. Don't explain yourself, embrace yourself. That's what you had to do to channel the correct energy when dealing with this smooth talker. You had to visualize and manifest your desires to unite back with your angelic self. It was your divine perception you had to unleash so that you could focus. And life is a divine dance to the music we hear and make. Fast, erotic drum beats. To the smoothing, erotic darkness with the bells. Stop and listen to the music, not to the ear, but of the heart. The practice of the true musician. How does your heart describe you as it host? Are you a true dreamer whose light shines through the wavering existence? So they wanted you to focus more with your mind's eye, with your soul's ears, so that you could tune into your eternal song, so that you could release your song from within, that shaman in you. To end the sorrow and pain, one must have keen sight and awareness, a clear, simple mind. Simplicity requires a great deal of discipline and intelligence and sensitivity. It is not an abstract item. The shaman must summon the inner strength, not only of thought, but of the soul. So you really had to attach your soul back to you. You had to surrender and open up and release yourself as if the cocoon releases the butterfly. It was your inspiration, though, that you had to create through this wind of these fluttering wings that were taking off within you, that were awakening. It was this abundance. It was your celestial abundance, your celestial knowledge. It was your celestial strength from deep within. It gave you enthusiasm, this courage to give yourself a grace period, because the dark healing, that dark chamber that you had been in, had become to be this dark healing chamber. It was your vision, the vision that you had got from heaven, from deep within, that left you not questioning why or what. It was that, I know why and how I'm here. I know that I have to fly above where I'm at in order to keep going. I have to push forward towards this vision. It was this initiation. It was the spiritual teachings of Ra and Isis, that Lady Isis. They come in to you because you are a higher initiate of spiritual workings. Yeah, they come in with that proposal to you because you followed your heart. You stayed true to who you were. And it even felt forceful at first. You even felt like you were lacking direction. Like you might needed to make a break for it, because you were trying to escape this inner connection, because in the past life you were persecuted for this higher initiate workings that you did in the spiritual world. And that caused you a lot of fear. It was unrequited. It was unrequited in the spousal. commitment because you were probably persecuted in this relationship for your higher initiate, for your spiritual teachings and workings as well. It heavily was affecting your love life. It was these vows between both that you had for your spiritual workings, your commitment to do what you were supposed to do, and the birth of that marriage that come through. It came through to conjure lower vibrations, or it did when you signed that paper, because maybe you married somebody of a way lower vibration than your ancestral line, than your principalities, than where you reside. And that was a heavy, heavy thing on top of you. And that's the truth here, because you break it, you bought it. Well, you broke your commitment with Ice and them, and you had to go back through this initiation. You had to go back through those things in this life. You had to be initiated again. You had to release those things. You had to tell them, no, I don't need you to carry me through this process again. I'm walking out the door on my own. That's how you found balance. It was the strength and the balance that you needed. You started charging your sacred self, your heart, your soul, your mind, your body, and you've got triumph. That's why you're getting this miraculous healing from Ra and Isis right now. It's this divine healing. Your body, your soul is going through. It's going to work miracles in your life. It's going to change your life. Literally. Make sure you guys hit that the like button on there. Yeah, you were blazing this trail. You had begun to go with the flow. You begin to release and accept. You released the flow so you could accept your dreams. What is the obstacles for this person at this moment? You need to ground down, especially your shadow self. You need to work on your shadow self. Yeah, you need to put some things together so you can rise your vibration. Yeah, so you can manifest out these dreams. Once your heart becomes very light, you will shine on with your dreams. You'll sail on. You'll move forward. It's like, yeah, look at all these dandelions right here. Like I said, you're going to make a wish right here on top of this dream, and it's going to come through. But you have to get your heart lighter. You have to let go. You're connected to the Fae energy. You've maybe even seen a rabbit today. Maybe you've ate an orange as well, or a strawberry. But you're really about to have a reason to smile. It's this light-hearted energy you're surrounding yourself with, is building what you need to keep moving forward, to untwist the past, to move forward, yes. To move it out of the way with the air, the element of air. You could be an air sign or dealing with one. Yeah, that could have been who you dealt with, but it's the initiation into the wind. Yeah, with the earth magic, it's putting the elements together, earth and wind. It's forceful. It's light as matter. It's grounding down and moving things out is what I'm hearing. Yes, and that makes it makes the matter light. You have a bunch of Fae. It's a friend flurry. You have a bunch of mythical Faes, fairies, gnomes. They're all helping you. You're very connected into that world. Yes, they're helping you nourish and flourish right now. Heal and shine. And they're helping with all of their magical elements. Yeah, they're really helping you untwist this feeling of alone, this unrequited feeling. Yeah, hello void. They're really helping you feel this unalone void that you have. They're untwisting it. They're coming into play. I hear a bunch of chimes and bells in my ears. Yeah, maybe you live in the mountains. I know that the fairies are really connected in Pennsylvania. So maybe you're from there, yeah, with the wisdom. Any negative energy sent towards my channel, my ancestors want me to ding to you to tell you for sure they're taking care of it at this moment. As above, so below. Yeah, it's this creation of wisdom that these fairies and this past life energy is bringing forward to you. It's also directing your faith. It's helping you let go of things that don't serve you. Yeah, all these tricks that come flying out that people are throwing your way, you're getting a recovery to them. They didn't expect you to hear this message is what I'm hearing. Yeah, they didn't expect you to let things go, let things die off. They didn't expect that. They didn't expect you to get your self-worth back. It's bittersweet to somebody. These prayers that you keep saying is dissolving all of these lower energies around you, and it's creating this perfect eyeball of enlightenment for you. It's because you're a mystic and you're getting a miracle, okay? So you see things clearly. You see that lower energies went away. You got a miracle, and that's the enlightenment. Is this mystic energy about you brought you this recovery because you carried it from past life to past life to past life, all the way to this life. And it's your soul family. It's this tribe that you're connected to. Yeah, you let go of rejection. You took off the mask. That was that staying true to you. And you discovered your life purpose by paying attention to the signs. You got help from above, family and tribe. I knew it because you were so courageous. You're like, this is wild. Ancestors, if this is what you say, I'm on it. What does this person or this collective of people need to pay attention to this coming week, ancestors? It's signs, it's energies that might meet you with a challenge. It's something regarding your desires, but the results from this situation are going to result in your honesty and your strength, okay? Something to do with an Aries. It's surrounding your emotions, your feelings, your attitude from the past. And this has a Cancer with it. So, but it's your feelings and your attitude. You're using your intuition when dealing with this Cancer. So maybe it's an Aries, Cancer type of energy here that could have a clash. But it's seeking oneness with all there is. Somebody kept their involvement hidden in something and it come out right next to this Cancer, and you're about to find out about it. And it was part of something to overwhelm you. Something to do with a Pisces, and it was involving your dreams. Yeah, your relationship. But you know what? You're doing things the right way, and that's fine. That's the beauty of this. And you're being realistic about it, and you're concerned about what you must be, and you're letting go of what you must. It's methods of healing and the power of came from you analyzing the situation and getting the results perfectly as you desire, because you took the time to analyze the situation, the rules of it, and your highest desires. You're getting out of it what you put in it. It's insight and understanding is what you're about to get. Yeah, as if or they will come from all there is, doing it in a big way. Like I said, because you got miracles coming in. It has to do with your spiritual values, and you did something in a big way. It brought balance to all of these partnerships. So that's how it's going to work out for you this week. Like I said, it's going to come in resulting with your honesty and your level of strength. It's your ability to maintain, resulting no matter what the situation was. You learn or be taught, and you learned and taught a lesson here. And you're being positive about it. You growed and expand. Jupiter's coming in to help you grow and expand. But you had success. You're becoming a person of power and status. And that's the big miracle here. It's your goals. It's what you've been up to. It's the power of love. Because all you need is love. For humanity's sake. Just love, right? And you're communicating that well. You're communicating that so well. You experimented with something and it worked out perfectly for you. Spirit's coming as the repairman for the influencer. Spirit's going to influence something in these people's eyes, minds, dreams that's about to repair your life. Something with the community. They're about to influence something in the community. It's this connection, though, that's going to rescue you. Something to do with a fireman and the community and a chief. Or, yeah, the chief fireman and the chef here and the butcher. So, there's something's in the melting pot. There's a lot of different things going on in this hustle and bustle of this community. It's this freedom fighter, somebody that wants justice, somebody that's being the revolutionist. They're being ruthless and cruel, and they're trying to slaughter people. They're trying to extinguish their fire, their eternal flame, and they're trying to season something up with this proficiency. Yeah, they're trying to write these stories, to tell these stories. Look at him. He looks so concerned and worried over here. Yeah, right. It has something to do with a team of people or this connection to a society. Something to do about your neighborhood. But you're self-disciplined and you have purification in your life. You're not worried about these smooth talker clowns out here that are trying to betray you. It's broken bonds and disloyalty, and Spirit's seen that anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, you're a civil servant, and what you put out, you get back. Yeah, Master of Stealth over here. But you're the keeper of justice, and you're going to get justice. Isis and Ra working on your behalf. They're your lawyers in this situation. You might even walk or meet a stranger, walk in or meet a stranger. Something about this stranger is a genius. They bear gifts. Their mind is very intellectual. They have an extraordinary ability to read people's minds. It's something about their eyesight as well. It's going to work out in your favor, yeah. With a mother popping out, it's going to help you. It's the source of life for you. It's somebody that's going to help nurture you or comfort you in this situation or help bring you some information, yeah. With the seer of the unseen foresight, like I said, they're going to bring you some insight or some information about a situation that's going to, yeah, change your life, change your destiny. It's going to help navigate. It's going to help you make a decision. The perfect decision. Yeah. When dealing with this madman here, or this decision that's supposed to bring chaos or frenzy, is somebody who it has to do with a religion or something. But it's your sacred mission you're working on, so don't even worry. But this detective is looking in on everything. They see the truth. The seer of the unseen could be the detective. It could be that stranger. It could be the detective for the divine. Yeah, an employee of the divine. But they're working hard to find the clues and the truth they need to move things into a more peaceful, passionate situation for you. Yeah, it's something about this reader here. The seeker of knowledge, the explorer of information, the knowledge pursuer. So they are definitely getting involved to get the information and move things smoothly for you. Yeah, they're painting the picture exactly as it is and how it happened. The navigator of this journey, they're giving you safe passage and they're welcoming you through. So they're like, don't worry, safe passage here, come on through. Come on through. Don't worry about these people over here. We'll deal with them later when you're gone. Yeah, we'll repair this later when you're gone. You just start restoring, redoing, reviewing, and moving forward. Yeah, we're going to heal all your alignments because they were arrogant, rash, and foolish. They were impulsive, and we were watching them. But you got growth from it. We see your potential. Don't worry. Just keep moving forward. Yeah. And you're moving forward into this love, into this romance, into reproduction of infinite energy and love. Yes, friend and spiritual seeker. You're about to run into a stranger or a friend or somebody that's going to be somebody who is going to be a keeper of trust for you. They're a spiritual seeker too. They're devoted to their inward path and have insight and practice as well. And we've seen that stranger is a seer of unseen. This is going to be somebody who's going to be your rider. 7717. See, look right there. They're going to be your rider. They're going to ride for you. You've got all them angel numbers going on. Yeah. They don't suffer from addictions or any of that. They're somebody that's more like a soldier. They have loyalty, honor, integrity. They're selfless services as well as you. Yeah, for the creator. So, it's going to be... They've been watching you, and they're ready to take action on you. Yeah. They're just waiting for you to be in solitude, but that may never happen. You may always have people around you. So they're trying to figure out a plan to come up with to resolve and bring this harvest forward. Yeah, to channel the perfect manifestation of power to bring this perfect potential into you guys' life. This could be an animal shaman or shaman, but they're definitely a spiritual leader, and they're coming in with a message. It's going to be your growth. It's going to leave you feeling vulnerable. You might even be crying. I'm seeing lots of tears coming from the ancestors. They're like, ooh, and they're also clapping. So, it's giving me warm energy. But it's the way you battled this, the way you done this, your aesthetics. You're sitting in a place of reminiscing now. Maybe you're reminiscing about meeting somebody at a nightclub. But you're saving the memory because you want to invest in it. No matter where you're thinking or what you were thinking about, it's a memory you saved or locked in to your investment in your saving bank for investments here. Something about a bank in a luxurious boutique in a shopping center is about to becoming your dreams come true. Yes, it's about to make you rise, ascend to the top. Yes, yes, yes. It's going to be your nature's haven here. It's going to be your temple. It's your spiritual practices. It's where you go to meditate and reflect. It's going to be a spiritual guidance. It might even involve a restaurant and helping one have strength and endurance in their life. Yes, it's going to be on the business district. Popping out here. It's going to be a celebration place of fine dining, culinary delights. That is also going to be a luxury boutique. It's going to be this perfect spiritual temple for you. It's going to be what takes you off. It's going to feel like you just took off like a hurricane. You're going to be moving so fast. Yes, the fuel station you needed to charge you up and get you going. Yeah, you've been sitting in this very still position, almost like you were incarcerated, waiting on Spirit to take you tell you to go. Green light, go, go, go. Yeah, for this workspace so you could get all this done, so you could actually cultivate this harvest. Yeah, the window, the steel, like I said, this framed view. You've been in this rigid framed, icy wander, polar extreme over here waiting for this celebration, for this performance, for this message to come through to your life so you could start getting the written correspondence you need to get going so you can get a variety of products for this luxury boutique. Take note of that. Yeah, so you can move forward. It's open expansion for you. But whatever you've been putting all this work into, like the gym, like you just been putting this strength and this endurance in. You have really been training. You've been moving the flows. The energy is coming through you. Yes, you moved out of that scorched desert land into this laboratory where you started doing experiments and analysis, and you have finally come up with the perfect equation. Yeah, the perfect reflection, the perfect tranquil waters to do what you needed to help you heal. Yeah, it was the pause and the ponder at the pond. That's what I'm hearing. Maybe you have a pond around you, or maybe you paused and pondered in your living room. But it was a family gathering around a pond is what I'm hearing, and you got your aha moment. Yeah, or maybe a swimming pool, but it was a body of water. And a family gathered, and you just felt damp, dreary, like, and then it was all, ta-da! And you seen it. Yeah, the cinema. Your life is going to be like the movie of all movies one day. A blessing in disguise. And did you see how I put him back in, and I put him in again, and it popped out, and I put him in again, and then this card flew out. Like, you're not even going to see this. It's something about getting the keys, taking the mask off, letting the true, authentic self show, and that being the gauge that took you to woof. Out of here is what I hear. Yeah, you got people angry, but who gives a flying? You live in your own little fish bowl, in your own little spirit bowl, doing what you do, healing, growing, getting your abundance and growing because you gave it a whirl. You did something different. You went down these untreaded territories into the unknown with blindfolds on, with your hands tied behind your back, dragging a couple balls behind you as well. All them baggages from other people's energy probably. Yeah. You had your head in the clouds. You still went off on your own journey. But guess what? You hit your target perfectly, right? Dead center. Yeah, and that was any way the wind blows with all this air force over here. There's a big wind coming. And I don't care if you weigh 5 pounds or 500 pounds. It's going to pick you up and go. And you're going to take off so fast. It's going to be so unreal. You're not even going to realize. Yeah, you're putting up to these boundaries for other people. Private. Keep out. Do not enter. There's no need to come here. It's not for you. Right? It's boundaries of all boundaries. Because you're possible. And you know the energy that you've been in, that you had to walk away from, that you had to remove, was not possible. Yeah, you had to face the music about that. Maybe it was, I'm sure it was hard for you to face the music. Yeah, you definitely had to unlock the mind. After seeing all this depression and these mental battles here, it was, yeah, you had to pull yourself together. It was a lot more than you... No strings attached. It was a lot more than you ever thought that you would endure this life. These scars run deep. Because they're not just this life, they're a past life too. And however any else you were connected together by this cord that had to be cut because it was more than just this life. And someone didn't realize that they lost their soul to this. They were going against the clock. You had already seen it. They were still in your youth. And you were making a head over heart decision, and it became to be that butterfly effect. You were starting to be that fly on the wall, watching your own self lose your own life. And you had to get your ducks in a row. You had to pull yourself together. You had to cut those strings. I mean, who wants to sit around and tell you how sad and blue they might have gotten or dealing with you is what I'm hearing. But you know what? Here's the truth of it. Do you know that more people grieve harder from a situation with a relationship because they are losing somebody who is still here today? They did not lose them on case of death, like they can never come back. No, this person literally chose to walk away. And people really, really grieve for those types of situations more than when somebody dies and never comes back. But in all reality, they're really grieving the point that they're losing part of themselves, worried about God's rejection is your protection. So you're over here crying for him not to protect you. And that's the truth about it. God's over here got his hand on his back like, what are you doing? What is wrong with you? I'm trying to protect you and you're crying and begging him back. Oh my God. That is so against your clock, your eternal clock. So you had to make a wish. You had to say a prayer. God, help me put up these boundaries to let go of anything negative that don't serve me. I know when I got on my journey, and I started waking up, I had so much negativity coming on me at once. It didn't matter. There was an incident. I was in the middle of the desert one time and I just got so mad and I screamed, and there was cops miles away who heard it echo and heard it scream and told me I was disturbing the peace, but I just wanted to let it out somehow. I was just so disgusted and so mad. And you can't apparently just really just let it go anywhere. It's disturbing the peace. So you had to find a different outlet. And later on, that was in the summertime. By that winter, I was still going through it, okay? Still going through it. I had been arguing with somebody. We drove 15 miles in 4 hours arguing. We was not getting anywhere. Nowhere fast, and I knew that. And I can remember jumping out of the vehicle and just trying to cool off, and I screamed to God. I was like, God, take everything that is lower vibrations away from me, and I stomped my foot, and I drew a line so loud. That was the moment my life started changing. I finally said what needed to be said. I finally said, I need help, and I surrender. And you know what? It wasn't but a week later, the person, that cycle was closed and is still closed to this day. In that manner, lots of different areas were shut down in my life, and I was pushed into this more higher, positive situation at that moment to keep healing me, growing me, letting me see the truth of things, even though I didn't still understand it all yet. By no means. It left me with insecurities. It left me feeling like everything was falling apart. But I pulled myself together. I didn't do it quickly either. I created something through the pain. I created lots of masterpieces, lots of paintings. But I had to heal myself. And that's what you had to do, collective. You had to heal yourself. You had to go so deep. Yeah, you were initiated by your emotions to go deeper, go within that ocean. Yeah. It was your initiation to connect, to let go, to connect in. Connect into the knowledge you needed. The knowledge of earth healing. Your reassurance of the golden light, because I don't know about you, but I had a blessing in disguise. Everything started falling away. It was the key to light for me. It was the aha moment for me that, oh my gosh, I've got protection out here that's unseen. I know that what others say and all this, but sometimes people are not raised in a life to just believe that God is real or this is that and that. You might be shown, but you might have had such a hard life that it was hard for you to believe there might have been a God out there that would let children and people go through the things that you had been through. Maybe it was so hard for you to wrap your mind about it, you just didn't understand what was going on until you actually understood what was going on. At the moment you asked God to stop it, it stopped. Had you done that younger, I'm sure it would have stopped. But you had to learn to believe. You had to learn to love. You had to learn that your life was worth something enough to try. You had to take action. You could be a divine masculine I'm speaking about. You could have went through the hardest of hard times here. That was The gate's opening up for you. If you're ready and you're ready for this protection, you're ready for this to be this way, then you walk through the gate, son. I'll protect you. I'll carry you by the hand, but you got to try. You got to take one step, and I'll take 10 for you. Yeah, that was the great alchemy, that great mutation, because your soul child, and you knew it, you had to unplug from that mass conscious so that you could gather this knowledge. Yeah, maybe you were dealing with a dark angel, but you had a spiritual decree. Like I said in the beginning, maybe you married into something that was lower than what you were supposed to. And with life path in reverse, that is not the way you were supposed to go. And it didn't give you this initiation. It took you into a direction that you were not supposed to go, but it was a lesson that turned out to be the biggest blessing for you. The divine feminine. It was the bridge so that you guys could connect up in this life. That cosmic heart with the cosmic Christ consciousness, the eternal now. So it was in this past life set up this way so that you guys could actually connect up this life. Yes, that first ray of power. So you had to deal with some karmatics in order to gain thy own power, thy own self-worth, the way to act, the way to treat somebody, the way to love somebody, because maybe you were unsure. Maybe that's why you were in these karmatic situations. Maybe it was designed that way perfectly. The order with the ceremony. Hopefully it don't get me in trouble because I done lifted that card up. But it's the ray of wisdom. It was the knowledge that you acquired to get that heart a pumping, a moving, a changing, shifting. It was your initiation by fire to turn the light on both of these eternal flames so that they could draw together through the heart song. Maybe I'll just move part of it. That's flatter. Yeah, your crown was shifted. It was changed. Yeah, it was on a time out to grow, heal, and evolve. Because look right here. This almost looks like a mind. And the way that it looks like it was almost broken, like it was fragmented throughout the time. Like pieces of it were left in places. And this was supposed to connect you into your roots, to your harvest, to your ancestors. But it was blotted out. It's something about your crown chakra. So it had to be healed right in these same areas. It had to be fixed so that you could shine. Because maybe your light was not going in the right direction, so they couldn't see the eternal light. Yeah. You're a free spirit now. Whatever. Yeah, and it's time to celebrate. I keep hearing this song. I just feel like dancing. Dance another way. And I don't even know why I do not listen to that song. I mean, I'm sure it has something to do with this. It's to bring hope. Hope of something. It's to give you hope about something. If there's somebody in your life that loves to dance with you, maybe this is the person you're connecting in with, or maybe there's a person that's stranger that's coming into your life. Yeah. They wants to know if you want to go dancing with them, or will ask you that, because that could be this divine masculine. When one door closes, another opens, right? But you've got your self-worth back. Something about you being a celestial teacher. It's this mark in the forehead. People could see it. Right there. People could see it. They notice it. They see your third eye. They can see the way that you channel the information. Some people have ability to actually see the stream, that golden, magical energy that's flowing through. Yeah, it was the choices that you made are getting you these celebrations. But look, I'm telling you, it's something about this woman or man and their third eye, that area of their head. They're to awaken the power of belief. Yeah, it's the sacred journey of belief. Help people believe. That's why they're the celestial teacher. They're teaching they're worlds within worlds. They're teaching you knowledge from worlds within worlds. Or you're going to be teaching people knowledge from within worlds. It's a new chapter. It's the cosmic connection. You're going to teach people how to get balanced through a cosmic connection. 211. To communicate with strength and have patience. 3 emotional times to transform and believe. Believe in what? Unconditional love. Because All you need in this life is love. That's what they said in the beginning. So, collective, let's go ahead and get you some positive affirmations here. And then we'll close the reading down for tonight. I'll pull out some tarot cards and get us a little clarification. But then we'll close it down for tonight. And I hope you have a good night. But, let's see. I accept my uniqueness. There is no competition and no comparison for we are all different and meant to be that way. I am special and wonderful and I love myself. And also I was going to do something. Holy Father, the angels, the ancestors, we ask that you come into this moment to clear out the energy of this past life, to clear out the karma, to clear out the bonds, to clear out the connections and threads that no longer serve or not of these people's highest, most valued potential in this life, their purpose that was given to them by you, Holy Father. In your name we pray, as above, so below. So they're going to keep clearing out this karma, the debt that's acquired from it. It's a heavy one. A hefty, hefty price to pay, they say. All right, now do me a favor. Charge it back so it's not left empty. Charge it back and fill it more. Become to be these miracles that are at their door. As above, so below. Let it flow. If this is your reading, you're going to know because you're going to see a big shift in your life. You're going to see the difference. After watching and viewing this reading and knowing this was your message, you're about to see some things come through. Come through to you, come through your door, come through your life forevermore. It's everlasting love. Show me a yes. Show me a no. Is my collective who's watching this reading going to receive a divine miracle from the Father? Yes. So no worries. You've got a message. You've got a miracle coming through you. Everything in my life works now and forevermore. My life works beautifully. You're about to see. You're about to see, collective. I now go beyond other people's fears and limitations. It's my mind that creates my experiences. I am unlimited in my own ability to create good in my life because of the choices you made. I am deeply fulfilled by all that I do. And remember, collective, that I am is the most powerful word. So have a good night. I stopped it for a minute to look at the chat because I haven't been looking at it. And I just want to tell you guys thank you. First off, somebody asked me in the comments, did I put a spell on their husband? I would never put a spell on anybody, first off. So, that being said, whatever people are dealing with their own situations. But I am at peace. So, have a good night. By the way, if you guys want to make donations, you can always put them to the Tangled Tarot Puppet on Cash App, and it's $ Tangled Puppet, but you don't have to. But people have been asking me about that recently, so if you want to do them, you can put them there, but you don't have to. Have a good night.